to another episode of Cherie, the alternative and the avant-garde TV show that devoted to art, beauty, photography, music, and much more. My name is Cherie Laurent, and I am going to be your host for tonight's episode. So sit, relax, and let's enjoy the journey. From there we go to another artist today. We're going to our art segment, and I invited a lovely woman from UK. Her name is Suzzan Blac. I saw her work. It's the same time as much as it emotionally shocked me and impressed me and made me feel something. And I saw myself through her painting in a lots of time. So I asked her and invited her to the show and gave her an opportunity to showcase her work to you, because I know that some of you would like this type of work. It's painful and it shows a lot of struggle, and that's what I always appreciate about artists, to show those feeling in a visual way. So I hope you would like the journey of Suzzan Blac. Let's start. I normally like the art to talk about the artist, because the artist always in the background using his brush or her picture or her sound or music to express themselves. So normally the art explain a lot about the artist. In this case, would like to talk about Suzzan Blac art and tell her story. From an early age, Suzzan used the brush and the pencil to express herself and how the way she feels about everything around her. But until she became a teenage, she was going through a hard life, and her circumstances started getting harder and harder, and that reflected on her painting. And unfortunately, when you are teenage, you're going through the teenage stage, you're not sure of who you are, and you don't have a lot of understanding about who you are in this life, and you get affected by other people's opinions. So if someone said you're good, you think you're good, and if someone said you're bad, you think you're bad. So you are always reflecting other people's opinion about yourself, and you don't know who you are. So people start looking at her art, and they found her images too dark and too frightening. So as it happened, she got labeled, and they labeled her, and they labeled her art as evil. And as a teenage, obviously she did not want to be labeled this way, so she stopped painting how she feels, and she started painting what people thought was beautiful, from flowers and colors and all the happy stuff, that she lost herself. Only a few years back, she realized that she lost herself through the journey, and she looked at the painting at that time that she was doing. She has no connection with them. It wasn't her. And as I believe, and she believes, and all artists believe, you could not produce art unless it has to be truthful from deep inside your soul to present your feeling and your emotion. So she made a decision to be back to herself again, and she promised she will never paint another picture that doesn't reflect how she feels as an artist originally. And one of the things I liked about her art, that she used her face in her painting. So the faces that you're gonna see in those beautiful confronting painting is actually it's Suzzan's face. So let's go and have a look on those paintings and see how the emotion could be expressed through a brush and through oil paint.
The Australian TV legend and singing sensation Cherie Laurent is releasing her single, Sex Is My Game, available on iTunes and Spotify. Download your copy today.
Just call my name. Sex is my game. I take no blame. I feel no shame. Sex is my game. I am your lucky star.
Would you like to be touched by an angel? Then subscribe to onlyfans.com/Cherie777, where you'll enjoy the most exquisite art, music, photos, videos, where fantasies, dreams, illusions, and mirage are all merged together. Subscribe now and enjoy the world beyond your imagination.
As you could see from this collection, Suzzan expressed her fear, her anger, her frustration, her devastation, and a lots of other feeling through her eyes and through the mouth, because she believes that the eyes, as Shakespeare said, the eyes is the mirror of the soul, and also the mouth is when you're able to express yourself by the speech, the freedom of the voice. So through those paintings, Suzzan used her face, her eyes, and her mouth to express her feeling. I bleed over my canvas. That is the word that Suzzan said to me, describing her painting. She said some people kill themselves, and some people take a gun and kill someone else, and some people go and blow a building, and some people hang themselves. Everyone express their hard feeling and hard time and pain in a different way. But Suzzan, she used the canvas and the brush to express her pain. And that's what great artists do. So when someone like me or you come and look at their photographs, we will feel something. Probably in some stage of our life we have the same feeling, because we all a human being. We all share the same feeling. We all look for recognition, we look for love, we look for kindness, and we look for happiness. That's all of us. So if we understand this, we could understand each other more, and we stop being nasty, because I always say, treat people the way you would like to be treated. And one therapy I use in my relationship, and I've been in a relationship for a long time with the person I love, and I always say when he did something wrong, I said, how do you feel if I do this to you? Will you be happy if I treated you this way? And it always leave this question with this person. And it's the same thing to you. Treat people the same way, and if you think, before I do anything, how will I feel if this person treated me this way? Will I be happy, or I will be upset, and I will be sad, and I will be angry? So if I have those feelings, why would I do it to another human being? Maybe I will start by myself first. And that's the moral of the story. If it is a friendship, if it is a relationship, if it is even a work relationship, it's always the same concept. Treat people the way you like to be treated. That's it. As simple as it is. I would like to say thank you to Suzzan Blac for allowing me to share her work and her beautiful artwork and great details with you. And I hope you did enjoy it, and I hope you find something alluring in her work.
Good girl, turn back.
The Australian TV legend and singing sensation Cherie Laurent is releasing her single, Good Girl Turned Bad, available on iTunes and Spotify. Download your copy today.
But never, never please. She used her sexy body with so much ease. With just one look, men will turn to freeze. She's wild and horny, running in cat.
That was all for tonight. I hope you did enjoy the stories, the art, the work, and all the things that I shared with you tonight. It's through my life and my experience and other people's experiences. Someone asked me with the emails I receive lots of questions, and I will respond to a lots of them step by step through the show. But someone asked me, why do I have different hair every time and different wig? And the reason is I have a lots of good friend of mine that I loved dearly that had cancer. I lost 3 girlfriends, and I lost basically a relative. One of them with brain cancer, 2 breast cancer, and 1 with leukemia. And I was there through a lot of the hard journey of each one of them. And I'm still friend with a lovely friend that's going through this journey. And through this journey, they lose their hair through chemo. And the reason I wear all these different wigs and try to look glamorous is just to give them indication of support. It's to make them realize that you're more than your hair. and if you lose your hair in a chemo, you could always have lots of fun with wigs until it grows back. So don't feel down as you go through that hard time, because I've been with people who've been through what you're going through, and the reason I wear those is just to make you realize that you could do that, and it could make you feel a little bit better and happier. And it's a hard time, we all know that, but by the end of it, your hair will grow and you will break something really heavy and you'll survive it. So as I managed to look so glamorous with $10 wig from $2 shop, you could do too. So if you lose your hair because of chemo, it's not the end of the world. It's a chance for you to have lots of fun with funny wigs like that. And if you want to know how I could make them look good, just buzz me. And my thought with you and my heart goes to you, to all the people out there and all the females that are going through this horrible time. And I wish you all the best with it. So that's why I change wigs all the time, and that's why I change different colors, just to make you smile and give you another thing to look at. It's like what you're gonna be next time, and it will give you an inspiration that if you go through this hard time, it's okay. You could use things like that in the meantime until your hair will come back again. So I hope that answer the question that you're asking me why. That's why. So I would say I will look forward to see you next week with a new creative work, with a new artist. I'm working on a new project that I will reveal to you, and it's one of the most amazing things doing this show. It's a weekly show, so you have to always come up with a new concept, a new thing that will please men and women, gay and straight and lesbian and all the genders, all the nationalities, all the sexual orientation, and give everyone a smile and don't make them feel bored. And that's a big pressure, especially when you're doing this with finishing your fashion degree and you've got no budget and no sponsors. So I'm trying as much as I can to be creative and to be different and new and unusual, and amuse you with the new stuff. So that's what the whole show is about. Look at my music, Cherie Laurent, on Spotify or Google Play or YouTube. I wake up in the morning and I just say, hey Google, play Cherie Laurent, and it will start playing my music. So do the same. If you like to share my work,
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
That's exactly what I'm saying. If you want to share your work with me, just contact me. If you want to be involved in my show, you could contact me through LinkedIn, Cherie Laurent, or join my Instagram, Cherie Laurent, or join my YouTube, Cherie Laurent. And I look forward to see you next time. As I say, more kindness, more understanding, more love, and more compassion. I love you. Take care. Bye.
Would you like to be touched by an angel? Then subscribe to onlyfans.com/Cherie777, where you'll enjoy the most exquisite art, music, photos, videos, where fantasies, dreams, illusions, and mirage are all merged together. Subscribe now and enjoy the world beyond your imagination.